y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Kendra here, and I am going to do a little, I guess you could call it a tutorial. I'm gonna show you my unpacking process when I purchase items at the store, and the process that I go through from the point when it hits my objects folder to the point that I have it put away in my inventory. So I'm gonna kind of go step by step through that process. I do use the CTS Wardrobe to kind of organize all my decor and landscaping stuff. I know a lot of people use it for clothing. I found that I never used it for clothing. Um, so I just use it to organize my decor and landscaping stuff. And that's it. So basically, I'm going to walk through that process. If you want this is not a CTS wardrobe tutorial at all. I did an in-depth CTS wardrobe tutorial. Oh gosh, about more than a year ago, probably. And my process is pretty much the same. The things that have changed, I'll be covering in this video. So, if you're interested in seeing how I use my CTS wardrobe and the specifics about that, I will link that video in the description down below so that you can take a look at that. I'm also going to link a series of videos that Jazz from Jazzland uh, has come up with. She did a whole series of like 9 or 10 videos. She did a lot of videos, and they're really good because they're all real short videos about specific things. So I'm going to link her playlist in the description down below because she's really thorough about her process. Our processes are slightly different, but slightly the same. So it'll kind of give you two different perspectives on the CTS wardrobe. But like I said, this is not, and this video is strictly how I open and organize my inventory from opening, like from the time I purchase it all the way to the time it's put away and organized. So, all right, let's get started. All right, I am in um, a sandbox right now. I don't have a linden hole, or I don't have a large land anymore. I gave that up when I started the DZC project because I wanted to save some money and I wanted to find a new land anyway. So I'm just currently living in my linden home. But anyway, we're in a sandbox. Usually when I have bigger land, I put a platform up in the sky, and that's usually where I do my unpacking. But I didn't do that with my linden home. So I'm in a sandbox, and I'm sitting in the middle of a backdrop that I have for the purpose that I will show you later. I got the idea for this backdrop from Jazz from Jazzland. She does this with her unpacking stuff too, and it's a super smart idea to have a great like neutral background behind your pictures. And I'll show you how I use it when I get to that part. All right, so what I'm going to do is first thing, after you buy an item, the object will go, or the item will go into your objects folder. Okay, if it's a HUD or a box, it'll go into your objects folder. If after you purchase it, it's a folder, it'll go straight into your inventory folder. But majority of your items that you purchase will go into your objects folder. So what you want to do is you when you get done shopping, you are going to want to do, um, you're going to want to open your box or HUD right away. I have not been great about that, and as you can see, I have all these items here in my inventory that haven't been opened. But so it's like I could go shopping in my inventory basically. But anyway, it's always a good idea, and I've been starting to do that recently, like taking the time to actually open the boxes. Okay, and I then after I open the box. So we're gonna do this Tarte workspace stool. Okay, so I add it because Tarte always um, is a wearable item. Okay, and a menu bar will pop up and you just click unpack. Sometimes it'll ask you if you want to unpack it. Sometimes it'll just come to, most of the time it'll just come to this and you click accept. Okay, and it'll go into your recents folder here. So you have your inventory, your recents, and the items that you're wearing. Those are your 3 tabs at the top. All right, it's in your recents folder, and then you want to open up a second inventory window. And the reason you want to do that is because you're going to be moving the item from one folder to another, and the easiest way to do that is to have two inventories open. All right, and then in my inventory, I have a folder that says to be put in the wardrobe. Okay, this is where I store the items before I put them in the wardrobe. So that I know what still needs to be put in the wardrobe and what has already been put in the wardrobe. All right, and I open up this, and this is a new feature with the Second Life inventories. You can click show in a new window. So I have a new window, and it has, in this folder, I have 2 subfolders. I have one folder that says have pictures. This is for items that come with a picture already included in the folder. Okay, they put their ad in the folder with them. Creators, you don't know how much we love this when you do this. Most of you create an ad anyway. Just throw it in your folders. It's wonderful. But anyway, so a lot of times the creators will throw their a picture in there so that you already have it in the folder. If you do not, so if it does have one of those textures, I put it in the have pictures folder. If the item does not come with a picture, it just comes with the item and that's it, then that means I'm going to have to take a picture of the item when I put it in my wardrobe. So that's going to go in the need a picture folder. Okay? So when I go into my recents folder, I have the Tarte workspace stool right here. Okay? This does not have a picture in it because it doesn't have that little texture icon. It has a note card. All right, this is just a thank you note card, so we can just delete it. All right, because we don't need it. If you accidentally delete something that you actually wanted to keep, you can grab it out of your trash folder. Your trash folder is still available until you empty your trash. So if it's an accident and you accidentally delete it, no worries. All right, so then we're going to take the item, and this we're going to put in the need a picture folder, okay? Because we need a picture of that item, okay? And then it's ready to go to be put into your wardrobe, okay, later on. So this process can be done over a couple days. So you can open up all your boxes one day and then another day go and put them into your inventory and all that. All right, so you go and do that, and then you go to, let's find something that has a picture. What normally has pictures with it? All right, so I I think Pitya items have textures in them. So what you do is you right click and add, and it'll put the HUD on your screen. You click unpack and accept. All right, all this is still the same. All right, detach. Now you go into your recents tab and open up the folder that it puts in there. As you can see, there is a texture in there. So we have a texture to add to our wardrobe. So that means I delete the landmark, and I usually delete any scripts that they put in there. Okay, so I delete both of those. Now, because this has a texture, I'm going to put it in my Have Pictures folder. Okay. And then after I open all of my items that I purchased for the day and put them in my ready to be sorted, like to put in the wardrobe folder, then I can go in here and start adding the items to my wardrobe. Okay, so we're going to do one of each. All right, so first we're going to do an item that has a picture. All right, so we'll do this circular rug. Oh, that's a repeat. We'll do all right, so we'll do this half deer. So we'll do this at half deer ice cream creamaholic birdie. If you watch the DDC project, this item was in. I used that in our little ice cream shop. All right, so like I said, these items have a picture, and it'll have a icon similar to this. It might be like a multicolor one, like a rainbowish color like this in your inventory. Um, so you just open up the picture. As you can see, the picture's there. This has a UUID code. This code is helpful when adding the picture to uh, your wardrobe. All right, so you click this UUID button down here at the bottom. This will copy it to your clipboard, and then you can go into your wardrobe, and we click this import button, add items, and then this is the box for your image or your picture. If you click this little icon down here, it will have a text box. You can copy. It's the UUID code is just a bunch of letters and numbers, and it will put it in there, and then you have your picture in here. Okay, and so then you are going to go back to Second Life, and you can close the picture down, and you need to create copy the title of. This is how I do it. I copy the title of the folder that the item is in. So I click rename, right click, click rename, and I copy it. Then I go back to my wardrobe, and I paste in the name of the folder. The reason I copy and paste the name of the folder is because when I find an item that I want to use in my inventory, in my wardrobe, I want to be able to find it easily in my inventory. So all I have to do is copy and paste this title into my search window in my inventory, and the item will show up. Okay. Then I have to add my tags. So it's decor, or it's first of all, I always do the name of the store, half deer. All right. Table top. So that tells me it's a tabletop item. It's a decor piece. Um, I guess that's about it. I don't know what else I would put for it. It's an animal. So if I'm looking for animals, I don't know. You can add as many tags as you want. Um, for right now, that's all I want to do. Often, when you have the UUID code, it'll always put the creator in there for you. So now that's all done, and you click submit. And then you go back to Second Life. And now that it's added to your wardrobe, you can put it away. So now I go into my inventory window, and I have a home folder, which is all my decor and landscaping stuff. And in my home folder, I have a folder that says in the wardrobe. This tells me all of the items in this folder have already been put in my wardrobe. These things I may have gotten before I got these things are some of my older things. For a while there, I wasn't putting anything in my wardrobe. So some of these things may have been put in my wardrobe, but they may not have. So I know all the stuff in the wardrobe folder is in my CTS wardrobe. So I open that up, and I like to open this in another window as well because I use this frequently. Okay, so this half door ice cream aholic birdies, I'm going to put it in my decor folder, and my decor folder is split up into a whole bunch of different subcategories. It's a tabletop item, okay, and then my tabletop items is even broken down even more. We have books, we have clutter, other place settings, sets of things, and vases. I am going to put this in the other because it is none of those other things. Now that it's in my inventory, I can go on to my next item. Okay. And let me close down these so that I can easily. So the next item I'm going to do is, so I showed you a picture that an item that has a picture. Now I'm going to show you an item that does not have a picture. So this is where the backdrop is coming into play now. So I'm going to do this. You need ring ceiling lamp gold. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to zoom out, kind of move these off to the side. I'm going to stand up now since I am going to be taking a picture. Move myself off the platform. All right, so I'm going to take the item and I'm going to res it out on the platform. All right, so this is a hanging, like a hanging light, which is really kind of cool. So I want to take a picture of it. So I want to kind of center it so that it's kind of like easily visible. You can either do it on the white side. If you have an item that kind of blends in too much on the white side, that's why I have the black side. So you can move it over to the black side. Actually, this pops out a little bit better on the black side, I think. No, because the strings don't pop out. So I think we are going to actually put it on the white side again. So, because see how those wires and stuff blended in? Now they don't blend in, and you can actually exactly see what it looks like. All right, and then I take my snipping tool that I have on my computer, and I snip a picture of it. This may not be, I don't think this is showing up on the video, but if you want to know how to use the snipping tool, I'm sure there's videos on YouTube on how to do that. So I take a picture of a screenshot of the item, And then I go back to my wardrobe and um, I control paste. I paste that picture. As you can see, it's just a picture of the item that I just took. All right. And then everything else is the same. All right. So we go back to Second Life and we right click, rename, Control C to copy the name of the folder. Go back to the wardrobe and paste the title, that in the title spot. All right, go ahead and change the tags. So this is a you need item. It's a light. It is a hanging light. It's a decor piece. It's a hanging decor. And my tags, I just always do tags. Anything that I might search for that this would come up for would fit that category. I try to put that tag in here. Sometimes I have lists and lists and lists of tags, and sometimes I only have a few. All right, and then I go to the creator page or spot. Because this isn't a UUID picture, I have to actually add the creator into that spot. Okay, so you can always just start typing the name of the store. Unfortunately, you need is not coming up when that happens. I just don't put the creator in there. I just leave it blank. All right, and then I submit. All right, and now the item is in my wardrobe. So I go back to Second Life and I can delete the item because I don't need it anymore because it's already, only delete the item. Remember, if it's a copy item, you don't want to delete anything that is not copy. And then you move the item from your to put in the wardrobe folder to the in the wardrobe folder. So this is a decor piece. Actually, it's a decor piece. And it is lighting. And it is a ceiling light. And you just put it in that folder. All right, and now it's put away. Okay. All right. So that is how I do my decor pieces and my landscaping pieces. Like I said, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I do not put my clothing items in my wardrobe. I do put hair in my wardrobe, but I don't do clothing in my wardrobe. I just found that I didn't use it to find my clothing items. But if you're looking for a way to put clothing, how to put clothing into your CTS wardrobe, then watch Jazz's tutorials on how to use the wardrobe, because she does a really good job of covering that and how she puts them into her wardrobe. All right, so when I am unpacking clothing items, I do it very similar but slightly different. Okay, so I'm going to show you that now. All right, so we're going to go back to our objects folder in our inventory. So here's our objects folder with all of our items. And let's do this Rebel Gal outfit. And this one's a good one because it comes in two pieces, but it's an outfit. So I'll show you the whole process. So you add it so that the HUD comes up. All right, you accept it. But I do not delete it from my objects folder yet. Okay, let me open the pants too. All right, accept it and detach, but I'm not deleting it. So now I'm going to go over to the second inventory window, and I have the two items in my recent folder. All right. And what I like to do is I take one of the folders. It doesn't really matter which one. All right. So I'm going to take the pants folder, and I have to do this in the inventory window because you cannot add folders in your recents folders. You have to do it in your inventory folder. So I'm going to do it in my recents folders. Here's Rebel Gal Satin Chain Cargo Pants. Because this is an outfit, I want these items to be in the same folder. So what I'm going to do is I am going to create a new folder. So you want to click and click new folder. All right, and it creates a new folder. And I'm going to name this Chain Pants. Okay, so now that folder is there, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pull all of the bodies that I own. Okay, I do not have a Beleza body, so I'm not going to put any of those. I have the E-body reborn body, so I'm going to put that in the folder. And I have the Maitreya body, so I'm going to put that in there. Okay. I do not have any of these other bodies, so I'm going to delete those other bodies. All right, delete them. Again, if you delete it by accident, it's still in your trash can folder until you empty your trash can. So you can get it back. All right. I obviously want the style HUD, so I'm going to keep that. All right, and then there's a satin version of the pants. We have the regular version and we have the satin version. So we want to take the Maitreya and the Reborn and put them in the pants folder. All right, and now we're going to delete all the other bodies because I don't own those bodies and I'm not going to wear them. All right, now they have alphas for the pants so that you can so that you don't clip through your pants. So I want to keep the E-body Reborn alpha and I want to keep the Maitreya alpha. All right, the other two alphas I'm going to delete. All right, so now I'm going to do the same thing. Now I'm also going to change the name of the title of the main folder. All right, so I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to keep it Rebel Gal. I'm just going to keep it satin because this is the satin crop top. So I'm going to keep Rebel Gal Satin, and then the rest of this I'm going to delete. Okay, so that's the main folder, and then I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to name it Satin, or I'm going to name it Crop Top. And you know what? I'm going to put wine next to it so I know what color it is. And for this one, I'm going to rename it and add, since I bought the black pants, I'm going to write black. So I know that the pants, just by looking at the folder, I know these pants are black. All right. So I'm going to open up this Rebel Gal Satin Crop Top wine, and I'm just going to take the bodies that I own. So the E-body Reborn, put it in the top folder, and the Maitreya. And I'm going to put it in the top folder. I'm also going to take the alphas for those two bodies and put it in that folder, and the Maitreya alpha and put it in that folder. Then the rest of this, I'm just going to delete that whole folder because now everything is in this original folder here. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the two HUDs, original HUDs, and I'm going to move those into this folder now too. So now I have the two subfolders for the pants and for the top, as well as the unpacking HUDs for both. All right, they're all within here. So if I decide to go buy the legacy body, now I can just open up the HUD and pull out the legacy items and put them into my folder. Okay. I don't know if that's ever, maybe in the future that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. So, anyway. All right. So now I've organized that, I've unpacked it, and now all I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into my clothing folder. All right. Like I said, I don't add it to my wardrobe, so it just gets sorted into my clothing folder. So my clothing folder is separated by, let me, um, so over here is my clothing folder, and I'm going to open it up. I have a Maitreya and eBody folder, which means all the items in this folder are both for Maitreya and eBody. And then I have a Maitreya only body. This is for my items that I bought before I got my reborn body. So these are all my like older clothes for just my Maitreya body. So if I'm going to wear my Maitreya body one day, I know I can go into both of these folders. But if I'm wearing my reborn body, I know I can only go into this Maitreya e-body because, and it keeps it separate for me. All right. So this is an outfit, but this is more of a clubbing outfit. So I have a clubbing folder, and then it's separated into subfolders, and then I have an outfit folder. Okay. Now, within my clothing folders, I have a folder that I try to keep in there that says haven't worn yet. This is how I know, like, I buy clothes so much. Sometimes I forget what I wear and what I don't wear. So whenever I buy a new item, I put it in that haven't worn yet folder. Okay, so that I know these are the outfits that I haven't worn yet. So I kind of like want to go to these outfits first and then into my other outfits after that if I don't find anything, because I want to wear the clothes that I'm buying at least once, you know? So it's now in this haven't worn yet. After I wear it, I will move it into the regular outfits folder. I'll move it out of this haven't worn yet folder. And then I know that if it's not in this haven't worn yet folder, that means I've already worn it at least once. All right. And that just, for me, that helps me wear items that I've bought that I haven't worn yet. So I'm not like wasting my money, and they don't just sit in my inventory like and I forget about them. So I have a haven't worn yet in each of these subcategories here. All right. And that is basically my clothing process. Not much else I do for that because I don't put it in my wardrobe. So that is my unpacking and sorting and organizing tutorial. This is how I do it. You might do it a different way, and that's great. Um, I'm sure there are numerous other great ways to organize your inventory. This is just how I do it. If you have any questions about anything that I showed you today, feel free to leave the question in the comments below. I read every comment and I respond to every comment, so I will do my best to answer your question as thoroughly as possible. If I think it's something that warrants a video, then I might film a video to explain it. So that's always there for you. I am a if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to subscribe. I do tutorial things like this. I do some decorating a lot. I go to shopping events and all that. So that's the kind of things that you'll see on this channel. I have a great community and I'd love you to join us. If you liked the video, click that thumbs up button. The more you click the thumbs up button, the more you comment and all that, the more my videos will get out to the public, and I can help more people with their inventory needs in that case. So that would be really helpful if you could click that thumbs up button. I would appreciate it. I have a Discord channel, and I always post in my Discord channel when I go live or I post a video, so you can always find that there. It's also a great community of all my viewers. We are able to like interact with each other even outside of Second Life. So I love that. So we'd love for you to join us over there. That's linked in the description down below. I also have a Inworld Group for the same reason, but it's just Inworld. So feel free to join that. The link to that is in the description down below. And if you want to be notified on YouTube of any of my videos, click the bell icon and YouTube will notify you when I go live or I post a video. So that is about it. I hope you all have a great morning, evening, night, no matter, or afternoon, no matter when you're watching this video. And I'll see you in my next one. Take care, all. Bye.